words, crisis management. Can you describe what it was like from Saturday to Thursday, Friday?
Well, Saturday, I thought we were going to have a conversation about the contract, probably get the deal done and move on down the road. And so you can imagine my shock when I need a basketball coach. So I immediately, after we met with the team, shifted gears and started networking and thinking about this. And, I don't know what day everything runs together, but it became obvious after a while, talking to people and thinking about it myself, that we needed to interview those guys that we had. And then, why not Doug Gottlieb? I mean, check out my emails. And my wife, it's hard not to get intoxicated with the idea of Doug Gottlieb being your basketball coach. So I felt like it was deserved, maybe had earned, deserved the respect of an interview, and we gave that. And then James Dickey, who's been around here a long time, is a very close friend of mine. I didn't want to necessarily bring it up, but someone else that we were working with did, and I welcomed that wholeheartedly. So it was convenient to interview those guys right here on campus, and we did that. But we needed some help to vet what was out there beyond Payne County, and we got Eddie Fogler to do that.
And yet you, for whatever reason, you decided, hey, we got our guy. We don't need to bring anybody else in.
Well, you'll have to trust me. At the end of the day, the best guy for the job was sitting in that room, and we had better options, multiple options inside than out. And I'm not discounting anyone out there coaching basketball at whatever level you're at and what kind of success you've had. I'll go back to what I've said originally. This is about character. This is about being a leader. This is about being a teacher. You identify those qualities in kind of solid goal fashion, and you'd be foolish not to get real serious about those individuals. So I think at the end of the day, at least for me, I can't speak to the others that had a part in this decision. It was pretty clear to me what we should do.
You alluded to the emails. You weren't the most popular guy for a week.
Still not, and I won't be.
But it's really not the definition of your job is to be the most popular guy, right?
Well, the temptation is to succumb to pressure and make a choice that will calm the waters of the emotional fan base and the chatter from outside, which is critical. I'm not discounting that. And the challenge for a leader is to be introspective and make a decision that's in the best interest of the program long term, and not try to make a big splash today at the press conference, because reality is going to set in next December or November when we start playing basketball games, and you're going to keep score. And you want someone that's the right choice for the long term, not a short-term answer that sounds good.
Mr. Holder, when you were up there, you were careful to reaffirm your commitment to basketball, and I think there's a lot of fans who are wondering about that. It might be some of the feedback you're getting in your email right now. Do you understand where they're coming from in terms of, taking a chance essentially on an assistant coach and maybe not paying him what we might have a sitting head coach of market value? Do you see where people are skeptical that your commitment's kind of waning a little bit?
Well, those people obviously don't know me. Mm-hmm. I mean, just look at my history. I've been here a long time. I believe that I've always been about nothing but excellence and being the best. It not only applies to basketball, but permeates the entire athletic department. The 51 championship banners in the arena speak volumes about the commitment to excellence at Oklahoma State University. Our finish in the Learfield Directors' Cup last year of 13th, I think that says a lot. So I don't think you measure a man by the number of zeros, by the paycheck. Trust me, when he proves on the court through word and deed that he deserves to be paid higher, there's not any limits on what we'll do. But I don't see any reason to pay a coach a lot or more simply because he has a job. What's really important is your commitment to surrounding him with the right kind of personnel and giving them the tools and the resources to be successful and do the job. Same thing for the athletes. We cut no corners here.
Mm-hmm. But you might have said the same thing a year ago with Brad, and then you lost him. Are you worried that might happen with Mike?
Absolutely
a year from
not.
What makes it different?
Absolutely not.
Why would it be different with him if he's making the same? I'm just talking about market value and experience and whatnot. Why would it be different?
Well, obviously the people that ask those questions don't understand about the qualities that I'm talking about.
Well, help me understand them then, because I'm
As
a little.
as I told you, Mike's perfectly happy with $1 million. And I think that's fair for where he's come from and where he's starting in the profession. And he trusts implicitly that if things improve like we expect them to, that he'll be rewarded. I had absolutely the same intention to do the same thing for Brad Underwood. So I never wavered in my commitment to him or our support for the basketball program.
So what happened? I mean, why? Excuse me for
You'll
asking.
have to
but
ask Brad Underwood.
that's
I
the
thought
only
we
he
were going to have a conversation about his contract and his long-term success here. I fully expected him to retire at Oklahoma State University.
Are you operating under any financial constraints or restrictions?
I think
with regard to-
everybody has. Probably even at the University of Texas, where their budget's $175 or $80 million. There are probably some things that they can't do.
Yeah.
Obviously, in a budget of $76 million, in comparison to that, you have some limitations.
Right.
But that hasn't stopped us from competing at the very highest levels across the entire spectrum of college athletics.
But you're not having to choose, say, football over
Absolutely
men's
not.
basketball in terms of your
Absolutely
resources.
not.
Okay.
No,
I think that's what
absolutely
people
not.
are wondering, and that's why.
Well, you know, I can't do anything. The only thing that'll change that rhetoric, that dynamic, is to prove it with success.
Yeah.
And when that comes, you know, long-term success. So.
Okay, thank you.
And what I would say to those people, buy more tickets. You know, buy more season tickets. Donate more money. Talk passionately more often about OSU athletics. All that stuff matters.